a new battle. It's time to dance. And off we go from Nashville. Taken in at the 3. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Tannehill to throw on the first play. That's complete to Treylon Burks. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. An early statement on the game's first play. 18 yards and a first down. Tannehill with a play fake to Henry. He'll throw instead. Open man downfield is Woods. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I feel like I can see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football as they force the turnover on the opening drive. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Fields now to throw. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And now a decision here on the opening drive. 4th and very short, this part of the field. What do you think they do, CD?
I think you go for it. I think there's a lot of game left to be played. I like the advantage that they're trying to create here early. I say be aggressive and try and get it done.
They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Here. Second sack here on the first drive out defensively, and we have to get ahead of ourselves, but they're on pace for double-digit sacks at this point.
Well, they're going to have to find a way to tamp that down, aren't they? So if you're the play caller, you're telling your quarterback.
And the pressure gets to him again. So now following the sack, Fields and the Bears looking at 3rd down and long. Now it's Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Amani Hooker. And the Titans are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and pump the football.
And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. Again, it's Henry. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. 40 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then, you take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
No score after one on EA. Ready for the second quarter from Tennessee, and it's the homestanding Titans in possession. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They're going to run this with a tight end. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. This Bears defense trying to hold on. This is 3rd and goal. Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal. They'll run. It's Henry. And he didn't get there. Knocked backwards to the 2-yard line. The big back Derrick Henry held out of the end zone. And the Chicago defense able to come up with a goal line stand. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll start on the ground with Montgomery. And he'll get him a little space here up to the 5-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Now a give running right is Montgomery. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Out of the gun, Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. Here comes the Bears punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And it'll be Titan football. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively. And you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And, partner, I know so far, we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right? These teams are locked in and going at it. No points going up on the scoreboard. I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something that maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted look.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney, 53 yards. And the Bears post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. The game had been pretty uneventful offensively until that big strike.
No doubt about it. Almost felt like they were just going back and forth a little bit in the first quarter. But in the 2nd quarter, things ramped up a little bit. Things jumped up. And you're exactly right. Going to make a highlight film or two. We'll be watching that one later on today.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Tennessee offense set to go again. Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
To throw on 2nd and 10, Tannehill. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down. On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Oh, the return is Jones. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he'll be brought down just outside of the 30. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Back to Montgomery on 2nd down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On play action, Fields. They'll roll him out right. A quick throw, but incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the air, Fields on 2nd down. Got an open man, it's Pringle. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Now a first down throw, Fields. This one swung out to Montgomery. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. They'll run for him with Montgomery. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. So here we go on 4th down. Fields. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick. And the Titans are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. On the return, it's Tristan Ebner from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. For the Bears offense set to go to begin the third quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Off play action, Fields. Quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. This is taken at about the 14. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Tannehill intercepted again. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. Montgomery fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. David Montgomery taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Bears have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. A solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
The Bears send the kicking team out there, and they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. This offense returning out there, and really, you remember the last drive, Charles, it was over before it even began. They threw the interception on the very first play.
And what that means is for all these guys, it's been a while since they've been out there going full speed, so they've got to get back out there with a couple of your go-to plays. Make sure you get your offense oiled up a little bit. They've got to be able to start fast, but they've got to be efficient as well.
Especially the quarterback. They keep it with Henry on first down. And some space here. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. 82 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And now off to the races down the right side. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick 6 is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Santos with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball.
Derrick Henry all alone. 20, 10, 5, touchdown Titans. Derrick Henry, 74 yards. And the Titans get a bit closer. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And they'll cut the lead to 21-7. I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. Fields it right around the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. That's complete to Mooney. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Play action. It's Fields. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And he will have the Bears 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert here on 3rd and 3.
As you know, so many things in the passing game are based on yardage. Sometimes it's just based on timing. And that's what we saw right there on that play. 3rd and 3. Just get the ball right to the receiver.
Is the hitch route. Tell us, what is the hitch route?
Yeah, just take really one step like you're driving off the line of scrimmage, get the defensive back on his heels, get the ball out to the receiver, and he does the rest.
Back now in Nashville. It's Bears football here. They also have the lead as well as we begin quarter number 4. They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense. I think in the future, if you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
For as many sacks as this defense has, you can stand around this and try and get everyone to get another. So what a really smart play call here to use their aggression against them, go with the screen, and they're able to get the 1st down.
Handoff comes to Montgomery. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. to Montgomery on second down. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. 3rd and 10. They expect a timeout right away if they can't stop them here. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Santos' kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So with that, you figure this game's pretty much out of reach at this point.
Yeah, it's going to take a heck of a comeback to come from 3 scores down, but don't change that channel. Don't go away. Miracles can happen, and you want to be here in case it does.
You're a company man.
Aren't I, though?
Fielded just outside the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Titans offense now, they get set to head back out here. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. In the picture of this game overall, it's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now. Here's Tannehill. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that's going to bring up 2nd down. To throw is Tannehill. Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. 3rd and 2, Tannehill. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. Only able to gain a couple there. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Let's just make this one simple. Could he be any more open than he was on that play?
Yeah, they lost him going to the outside.
Hard to believe because you go through your accounting on each and every defensive snap. Who's got who, what defense you're in. That was totally a blown coverage.
This will go to Henry out wide. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Titans efficient passing on this drive. There's another 1st down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice 1st down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play.
Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. From the 39, Tannehill. He dumps it off for Henry. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were spurred on by